Hello and welcome to Podcast Byte, powered by India Law LLP. I am your host, Mubaraka Babbar. Today we examine an important real estate and housing law decision from the Bombay High Court, Flagship Infrastructure Limited and another versus the competent authority and another. The judgment was delivered by Justice Amit Borkar on 15th of April 2025. The case addresses a practical and a recurring issue in large township projects. Can a developer rely on a township approval or an extended construction timeline under the Maharashtra Regional and Town Planning Act 1966 to delay a convenience in favor of a cooperative housing society under the Maharashtra Ownership of Flats Act 1963, commonly known as MOFA? The court answered is significant town planning permissions do not dilute the statutory provision given under the flat purchasers under the MOFA. Why this case matters? This case arose from the Blue Ridge Township project at Hinjewadi, Pune. The petitioners were the developers of the township and the dispute was confined to towers 1 to 8. The respondent society represented the flat purchasers of these towers. According to the record considered by the court, the society was registered on 12th of September 2011 and consisted of 8 buildings with 811 flats and 12 shops and common amenities. Despite the society being registered and despite the purchasers having taken the possession, the developers did not execute the conveyance in the favor of the society. The society therefore approached the district deputy registrar under section 11 of the MOFA for deemed conveyance. The authority allowed the application and issued a certificate of deemed conveyance. The developers challenged the order before the Bombay High Court. The court framed the issue in focused terms. It asked whether a notification issued under Section 20, Subclause 4 of MRTP Act granting 10 years for completion of the development project could override the statutory obligations under MOFA and Rule 9 of the MOFA Rules 1964 to execute conveyance within 4 months of the society's formation. In simpler terms, the court had to decide whether the developer's larger township development timeline could postpone the society's right to obtain a legal title. Developers' submission was the developers argued that the Blue Ridge was an integrated township sanctioned under MRTP framework. They submitted that the township enjoyed certain planning benefits, including floating FSI and phase development rights. According to them, the conveyance could not be directed in manner that would interfere with the ongoing development rights in larger townships. They also relied on clauses in the flat purchasers agreement which, according to them, permitted postponement of conveyance until 10 years after completion of towers 1 to 8 or until the entire township project was complete. The developers further referred to RERA and the Maharashtra RERA rules to argue that in layout project, conveyance of the larger land could await completion of the layout. The societies resisted these arguments. It contended that the agreements were executed in 2008 prior to RERA and were governed by MOFA. The society submitted that once the Cooperative Housing Society was registered, the developer's duty to convey arose under Section 11 of the MOFA and Rule 9 of the MOFA rules. It also argued that the RERA did not take away the vested rights that had already accrued under MOFA. The society therefore supported the deemed conveyance order while maintaining that the developer could not indefinitely retain the ownership by relying on the township permission or the contractual clauses. MOFA and MRTP operate in different fields. The courts then examined the purpose of both statutes. It described MOFA as a protective law enacted for flat purchasers. MOFA addresses the relationship between promoters and flat buyers and ensures that the purchasers who have paid for the flats and formed a society are not left without clear title. Section 11 of the MOFA requires the promoter to convey title to the society and Rule 9 fixes the timeline. If the agreement does not provide a valid period, conveyance must be executed within 4 months of the registration of the society. The MRTP Act, on the other hand, is a town planning law. It regulates land use, development plans, and planned urban growth. The court made it clear that MRTP permissions may govern how the project is developed, but they do not govern the private statutory obligation owned by the promoter to flat purchases under MOFA. The court held that there was no real conflict between MOFA and MRTP Act. Both statutes can operate together. A notification under Section 20, subclause 4 of the MRTP Act may give the developer a time to complete the construction of the township, but it does not permit the developer to retain the ownership of completed and unoccupied building already sold to flat purchasers. The court applied the principle that the special law prevails over the general law in its own field. Since MOFA is a special legislation governing the promoter flat purchaser's obligation, it prevails on the issue of the convenience. The court also noted that nothing in the MRTP notification stated that MOFA could not apply. An important part of the judgment concerns the clauses in the sale agreements. The developer relied on the clauses that allegedly allowed conveyance to be postponed until a future event connected with township completion. The court rejected this approach. It held that the word period in Rule 9 of the MOFA rules means a definite block of time, not an uncertain future event. A clause that allows conveyance to be postponed indefinitely or until completion of a large township over a flat purchasers have no control would defeat the purpose of MOFA. The court therefore treated such clauses as ineffective. To extend, they attempted to override the statutory timeline. The court also rejected the developer's reliance on RERA. It observed that the flat purchase agreement were executed before RERA came into force and the society was registered in 2011. The 4-month period under MOFA had already expired long before RERA. The society's right to conveyance had therefore already accrued under MOFA. The court further reasoned that the Section 17 of the RERA itself respects local law. In Maharashtra, MOFA is a local law. Therefore, RERA could not be used to extend timeline or defeat rights already crystallized under MOFA. What happened to the FSI issue? The judgment also deals with a separate but important point. The competent authority had stated that it did not have a jurisdiction to decide disputes related to increased FSI. However, the operative part of the order appeared to confer benefits related to the increased FSI on the society. The High Court found this unsustainable. It held that once the competent authority accepted that it lacked the jurisdiction over an increased FSI dispute, it could not grant relief on that issue. The court therefore upheld the deemed conveyance, but set aside the portion concerning increased FSI benefits. The rights of the society and the developers regarding the increased FSI were expressly left open to decide by the competent civil court. The writ petition was partly allowed and the Bombay High Court upheld the order granting deemed conveyance in favor of the society. However, it set aside the limited portion of the order that dealt with the increased FSI benefits. The court clarified that both parties would be at liberty to agitate their substantive civil rights before the civil court, particularly on the issues involving increased FSI and related entitlements. There was no order as to costs. There are 3 key takeaways from this decision. First, a township approval under MRTP Act does not postpone the promoter's conveyance obligation under MOFA. Second, the private agreement clauses cannot override the statutory timelines under Section 9 of the MOFA rules. Third, while dealing with the competent authority can effectuate deemed conveyance under Section 11 of the MOFA, complex disputes regarding increased FSI or completing development rights must be decided by the civil court. The judgment therefore reinforces the protective purpose of MOFA while preserving the proper forum for more complex proprietary disputes. That brings us to the end of today's podcast bites. The decision is a useful reminder that the Maharashtra real estate project's statutory conveyance rights of the flat purchasers cannot be kept in suspense merely because a larger township is still under development. I am Mubaraka Babbar. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned for more concise legal updates from India Law LLP.